Hi there, I'm Kevan Wolfe. I've been around boats since I was about this high, and I worked out the other day it's something like 50 years, which is rather frightening. For the past 20 odd years I've owned my own small publishing company, of which one of our major titles was Club Marine magazine. Over about 5 or 6 years ago I decided I was going to retire, and I came up to the Gold Coast. That was a foregone conclusion. I find I'm doing more work now than I've ever done, and I'm now the boating editor of the Gold Coast Bulletin. And 2 or 3 times a week I get to play with some of the best boats in Australia right here on the Gold Coast in the sun, and it's a great place and it's a great job. 2 of the boats I'm going to test today are the 2 boats behind me. One is the Quintrex 560 Spirit Cruiser, and the other is the 590 Freedom Cruiser. The 590 is the first aluminium small boat in Australia to have an inboard motor, and it's a bold move by Quintrex, and I'm looking forward to driving it because it's going to be something different. Okay, Jackie, the first test I want to do is how quickly the boat gets up on the plane. So what I want you to do is bring it to a full stop, and then when I give you the word 1, 2, 3, go, floor the throttle till the boat comes onto the plane, trim it, read the revs for me. I'll check the time and also the boat speed.
Okay, great.
Okay, you ready?
I'm ready.
1, 2, 3, go. Well, Jackie, that was pretty impressive. We got up on the plane in just 6 seconds. We were doing 25 knots, then settled down to 22 knots, which is a nice cruising speed for a family on board. And then wide open throttle, very impressive, 38.4 knots at 4,800 revs. It really gets up and goes along. And that leg it's on the back is an alpha leg, isn't it?
It is, yes.
Yeah, okay. There's plenty of room up here for about 4 or 5 people and a couple of kids as well. And I like the high gunnels here in the padding. It's very safe. The kids can't fall out. And people that are not used to boating and sitting up the front here will feel very safe, I feel.
And there is storage underneath.
Right, there's a lot of storage for life jackets and eskies and other things. The other thing I think with the inboard motor, it's opened up the cockpit quite a lot more than we had the outboard part on the back. There's a lot more room in the cockpit back there, and of course the other advantage is the swim platform at the back, which you don't get if you've got an outboard on the back.
No, the nice big duckboard area. It's great for getting in after a swim.
Yeah, right. Yeah, excellent. And of course you've got a sun pad over the engine as well if you want to do some sunbaking.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's very innovative, I feel. And the access to the engine is fairly easy under here, I think. Oh, that's easy. Very easy. Nice gas struts. And just slide this out and we've got access to the engine. That's a very neat fit in there. It's easy to get at. And looks quite awesome, actually. The next test I'd like to do is have a drive.
Yeah, we'll have to see what you can get out of it with you behind the wheel, eh?
Well, I was certainly impressed with the way that MPI worked. First time in one of these boats with an inboard motor. I must admit I was a little sceptical at first. However, it handled beautifully and there was no vices. Trims nicely and settles down to run very nicely. A family would feel very safe in this boat. A first timer would have no trouble with it. There's no vices, couldn't get into trouble. And quite frankly, it was fun to drive.
Great. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah. All right, Jack, you know the drill. We'll do the time from rest up onto the plane. When you're ready, 1, 2, go. Okay, on the plane we're doing 21 knots and the revs are about 4.2. Okay, just and we're down, still sitting on 21.5 knots, which is good. Gets out of the hole very nicely, this boat. Okay, I've got 29.9, 29.8, so we're looking at, say, around about 30 knots. Okay, you can button off if you like, but you've got some waves coming up here. That's 4,800 revs and 29.9 knots. Okay. Jack, this boat's got a similar engine to and a similar stern configuration to the 590 Freedom Cruiser. It's a totally different boat.
It is, completely.
It handles differently. It's more of I suppose, a fishing boat and a workhorse, a practical workhorse for people that are very keen to go fishing, rather than the bow rider, which is a family fun boat. Although a family can still have fun in this. I like the way the seats move. Where you can put the back the other way, so people sitting there can turn around and talk to people sitting here. The cabin on this boat is the big feature of it, I suppose. And I love the walk-through hatch where you can get to the anchor. And there's nothing worse than a boat where you can't reach the anchor and you've got to climb around the side of it and put the anchor and then getting it up and you've got nothing to hang on to. This one's very well thought out, where you just lift the hatch, walk through, and there you are right at the anchor, and plenty of purchase to pull it up. And I suppose you could sleep in there really if you wanted to, but more it's a little day cabin to store gear.
Well, bunk extensions are an optional extra and all that sort of thing. So. But
this is the type of boat that I think people that go fishing early in the morning take out and then bring it home at night. You wouldn't spend that much time out of the water, but if you wanted to, you could. Put it on the trailer, take it home and stick it under the carport. Ideal.